expecting to see you today. No. Why are you in headquarters? You could be asking me that same question. I suppose that is true. I'm typically on Dragonspine. I stopped by to see Kaya. And I figured I might as well do some in-office research. Obviously, I had bigger motives for coming here. There was a meeting. You know nothing. Klee also stopped by, and that's where this came from. I meant to ask, do you know who this is? I have no idea. She asked me to get it for her, and I never thought to ask. But it's quite an odd figure at that. Let me put it over here. I see. I was just about to talk about... No. Excuse me, you've gotten me all flustered. I was just about to take notes on the ley line distortions of Dvalin and Ajdaha and elaborate on how this could expand even further into Inazuma and even as far as Sumeru. Yes, I do think that this could pose a real threat. I have to analyze something. Excuse my indecency. So, this stuff, that's quite not intellectual of me. Sucrose gave it to me. Yes, she is quite a lovely student. I've appreciated her. She doesn't bother me and I don't bother her. Except when we're doing our lessons, of course. You want to smell it? It smells quite nice, actually. I didn't really expect that when she first gave it to me, knowing her taste and research is much more morbid than mine. She prefers bones and I prefer flowers, which is why I was decently surprised when she showed that to me. I also have a question for you. I have been studying visions and more specifically pyro at the moment. Do you know any pyro users that I could talk to? Well, aside from Bennett and Zhongling, D-Luke. Well, I'm not sure that one's on the table. Yeah, I mentioned it to Kaya and he didn't seem very up for the idea, actually. Surprise, surprise. I assume you know of their affairs. Yes, of course, it's not the brother thing yet. Yeah, no, I didn't have the wrong idea. I think you did. But yes, the brother rivalry gone sour, gone even worse, bitter, molded. There's no word for how bad it's gotten. But, sorry, sidetracked. Kaya talks about this a lot. Back to the pyro vision. Bennett is, of course, not the best subject to talk to. He has very unlucky circumstances and therefore does not pose as a constant in the investigation. I'm looking for more of a stable study. Do you perhaps know of anyone that could fit this role? Toma. From where? Oh, the Kamisato clan. Yes, I have heard of them. Ayato. Yes, I just haven't particularly had a conversation with Toma in a long time. Wanted to make sure we were talking about the same person. Yes. I have a log on him, actually. He was one of my previous studies. He was quite an interesting one, although he has other circumstances which prohibit him from being a constant. I could have an unlucky control group if, time willing, Bennett willing. I suppose that things change. He could become lucky after all, especially with this new serum I'm working on. I am not perfect, but I do have some unique abilities that could fix that. I'm joking. You can laugh. No, sorry. I'm not very socially adept, but I figured you gathered that from our conversation. Yes, I do think about it a lot. I think about my words, I overthink my words, I think about my words again, and it's an over looping cycle. When I start talking about my words, I end up overcomplicating everything. So let's end that. Do you want to know an interesting fact about the Pyrovision? The Traveler. I suppose you've heard of them. Almost everyone has. They have all of the abilities that only typically one elemental user holding a vision holder could use. I have seen them use Animo, Geo, and Electro. It's quite the interesting case. They do not hold a vision, but they are able to... How can I word this? They're able to use all of the elements. Yes, it's almost like they just do it by will. More so not forced of you're given a vision such as my Geovision. It's more so they choose to have their power. I've seen them change. They will go to the statues around Sabat and they'll just stand at them and it changes. It's quite odd. I've seen it multiple occasions. I made them show me. Oh, I suppose I've been rambling for too long. If you see Clee on your way out, please make sure to say hi for me. And that she left her figure in here. Thank you. Bye. It's okay, you can leave it open.